So I hope I don't for 2 weeks. Yes.
Oh, very cool.
Let me start with everybody's familiar, and most of you know J&J because of the consumer product, right?
Yes.
And we've been, at one point in time, I guess, the users of this kind of product, so our children are currently. So baby shampoo is one of the products. And last but not the least, we just launched a new fragrance or flavor for Listerine, which is our mouthwash. This is an Asian product developed for Asia in Asia, which is ginger, if I'm not mistaken?
Correct.
Yes, ginger. Okay. Our biggest sector in Johnson & Johnson is the pharmaceutical sector. Pretty much half of our business is within the farm business. And we are very strong in certain therapeutic areas, oncology, mainly on hematology and solid tumor for prostate cancer. Sorry, this keeps going up. And we are also very strong on what we call the immunology portfolio with biologic, sorry. In areas like psoriasis, arthritis rheumatoid, stuff like this. So this is around 50% of our business worldwide. And last but not the least, our medical devices business. And here we are featuring one of our latest developments, which is a new knee replacement. We are very strong in the areas of joint, hips and knee replacement. We are also very strong in what we call surgical oncology. And this is a new product that we launched last year in Singapore. Singapore was the first country in Asia to launch this product. It's a product that dissects and coagulates at the same time during a surgical procedure. And last but not the least, around 70 to 80% of the worldwide sutures, of the sutures being used worldwide in surgery for wound closure, believe it or not, Johnson & Johnson as well. So this is the latest innovation that we have, which is a suture that basically gives the option to the surgeon of, instead of doing a knot, doing a stitch, knotting, is a continuous closure of the wound.
We manufacture every year the length of suture 12 times to the moon and back.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Goodness.
Any question?
I think that's great.
Is it a wow?
Okay, thanks everyone. So now we'll move on to the next three stations. We're going to focus on Leadership Lab. We're going to have a look at HPI, Human Performance Institute, and then also the Design Lab. Come, let's follow me. Introduce you to Hyun. Hyun is the guru in charge of our Leadership Lab. Okay, so I'm going to pass this session on to her, and she'll lead us through Leadership Lab.
Alright, welcome to the Leadership Lab. It's Johnson & Johnson's globally first Leadership Lab, where it shows our commitment to developing leaders in Asia. It's a great facility, as you may soon observe, but we aspire to go far beyond this facility. We aspire to be a hub for talent innovation, where we bring in leaders across all ecosystem to engage them into dialogue, research, so we can co-create the solution for the future of health. Just like the motto "Be Curious, Be Courageous" says, we want our leaders to come here, seek for new ideas, new solutions, test the ideas and solutions, experiment, and sometimes if necessary, fail, and fail fast, and fail forward. So we encourage them to come, test again, fail even further and harder, so that at the end of the day, we all collectively encourage each other to come up with a great new innovative solution. So without further ado, if I may walk you through the great state-of-art facility, please welcome. So we designed this place with visuals and equipment so that when our leaders walk in to this space, their thoughts, their ideas gets naturally ignited, and they fall into discussion, dialogue, and collaboration to think of what are the real problems they want to solve. How can each other help to get that problem? Because as you all know, we live in a world where no single one of us in the ecosystem can solve the problems and come up with the ideas on our own. So we have to ignite different thoughts, welcome new ideas, somewhat different and irrigating ideas that we heard from different dialogues. So This is actually the methodology and tools from the human-centered design thinking with a very impactful workshop we had in the past 2 weeks. It shows all the different tools and methodology, and design thinking is one of the capability we want to enhance and build in our leaders, not only within J&J, but hopefully we can transfer to all the leaders outside J&J. So we are designing our place so that when people walk in, they naturally talk about and get the idea of what they need. Show some of the real actual outcome of the participants who participated in that design thinking workshop. With intention, I haven't decorated or artificially framed it because I just wanted to show as raw as possible the outcomes of the participants they had. So it actually, you could sense that some of the workshops we have here are not very traditional one-side download courses, but it's more co-creating in different groups, scrum and squad approach, where they really work on hands, be handful, and roll up their sleeves to really collaborate and discuss. So age range, very wide, although the pictures here might seem to be very preschool, elementary school.
I was
art
just thinking
craft.
like all of your people are artists.
Yeah.
We are all designers and we're all artists.
We are very creative.
The problems we brought in were the real business problems, so they were really at hand and eager to solve with different ideas from different parts of the function and the company.
Interesting. Like you see how might we create love and first sight experience for new hires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Talking like internal.
HR.
Yeah. And then
And then this one is a millennial.
differentiated development experience from millennium so that they try critical skills.
Because the approach actually is not just external, but also for all the internal parties.
Yeah. And we actually also starting to see how it relates with external participants too. So that we don't just have
Exactly, your own perspective.
in thinking, you know. Yeah.
In fact, if you look at healthcare solutions, then
Yes,
it's involving the stakeholders, right?
So the value-based healthcare
Yeah,
discussion.
that's right. Yeah.
That's what we know. This is fantastic.
Next workshop we had in the past 2 weeks was we had all 30 plus participants where half of them were our own J&J leaders and the other half, as many 15 plus, were from external, all across the ecosystem, from hospitals, from ministries, from governments, from insurance, from thought leadership, where we actually co-created what the future of the health or the healthcare would look like, and what are the capabilities required together, and what are some of the leadership profiles we need to discuss and co-create together. So a lot of great ideas were spread out, also both in handwritings as well as crafts and personas and different types of solutions. So these all enhanced very creative, non-traditional thought process and provoking ideas where we had great storytelling sessions, we had ideas like brainstorming sessions, as well as scrum and squad and sprints where people engaged in very, very engaging and collaborative dialogue.
This one, we should stand here. Yeah, my one. Please come in. Make your way. Don't be shy. Come up towards the front.
That would be great.
Greetings. It's a great day for J&J Design. On the monitor, you'll see images of New York City, where our global center is right now. But the big opportunity is, when you think about other markets over here in Asia Pacific, we need to make sure that design understands the cultural nuances that are happening out here. We touch over 1 billion people a day, every day, with our products and solutions. That can only expand if we start to focus here in Asia Pacific. We are Johnson & Johnson, as you clearly hear in today. Founded in 1886 by 3 brothers. We have developed some of the world's most widely used innovations, everything from disposable contact lenses to sterile sutures, bandages, tamper-proof packaging, tamper-resistant packaging. we touch a lot of people every day, and we have many facilities around the world. Our purpose, I love our new purpose, which connects to our credo very, very clearly. But when you see the blending heart, science, ingenuity, design has a really, really critical role there. That's kind of what we do. We prototype ideas, we take all these insights, we pull it together to create new ideas. So the start of the Design Center was more around consumer packaging, very focused on the consumer sector. But the opportunity now is to look across all of J&J's sectors, including pharma, healthcare, and even our J&J employees. So the new structure of our design talent is much more around digital, environmental design, insights, experience strategy. And this is the leadership team. I'd like to, at this moment, introduce Lillian Shea, who's now focused on the APAC region and is out here helping us get this new design lab set up.
Hi. Thank you, Ernesto. Thank you so much for coming. We're so excited to be here because we feel like design is one of the ways that we can really make impact in people's lives. And we start by understanding people, not just consumers and patients, but really people, what their everyday lives are like, what their dreams are. And so we try to spend time with people in their homes, in their workplaces, so that we can better understand how we can design services and products that actually add more value to their lives. And here, we did a project for the Global Baby franchise to develop better products for moms and families. And what we did was we visited moms in their homes, and we tried to get a sense of how they live. And in doing that, we understood how family structures are changing and how that influences the way that household decisions are made. We looked at how technology is really making a huge change in the way that people access information and healthcare. And we also thought about the way that tradition is creating these really interesting tensions with modern life. And in learning all of that, we were able to develop concepts that actually have greater relevance, that we hope for moms and families to actually feel like they want to invite Johnson's into their home. So that's one project. I will walk you through a couple more, but really, these are projects just to show you how we actually approach problem solving. For instance, we start with people to design everything. And here we're going to see HPI. So the Human Performance Institute, which we're going to see later, is actually this really great, a great partnership where we actually work with them to design a new facility, an experience that they have in Florida. We started from the ground up by understanding the people and how they might experience HPI. And here, as you see, the journey actually touches on everything from the mental journey, the emotional journey, the physical journey, so that we can start seeing the overall experience and how we can actually create a much better sort of outcome. Here you see how we've actually taken the information that we're learning, how